Hello, everybody. Welcome on into baseball here on youtube.com/Shaunosaurus We have the green taking on the blue, and it is game one of a three-game set against the Toronto Blue Jays. I play baseball every single day right here on the channel at 6 p.m. Pacific time, so be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell, and you'll be notified when I post new videos. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out. Appreciate it. Oh, boy. It's been a rough few days. I will be honest with you. We're getting some good wins against Minnesota, but they have been struggles. I don't know that we had two good wins maybe against Minnesota and two hours of misery smashed in between those two wins. And now we have to face a Toronto Blue Jays team that back in April swept us 3-2, 3-0, 7-0, and that final game was nearly a perfect game thrown against us. We almost had a no-hitter thrown against us against Minnesota. Don't feel confident at the plate, hoping that I just kind of woke up with better timing today. I don't know what has been going on. I think the difficulty finally stayed low. But it has been brutal over the last couple of games. Getting more lucky than good. The defense has been pretty solid, and we've done an excellent job at navigating sticky situations throughout that Minnesota series. So that, I think, is the one part where I look at it and I go, that's the good shit. That's what we're looking for right there. Otherwise, it's been rocky at best. The pitching hasn't been as top tier as I would hope it would be. The game also was confused, I guess. We gave up the leadoff home run and then the bunt, and that I think was an error or a no throw or whatever it was. And then it immediately dropped us down a difficulty level, which didn't make any sense because I've been at Legend Plus for most of the season, minus a couple of stints here where we had some bad games or whatever. But it's a weird thing where it so slowly drops on the hitting side, and then we give up 2 hits to start a game, and it's oh, you're not ready for this. I'm I've been here all season. What are you talking about? Anyway, we are going to be facing Chris Bassett today. 6-5 with a 3.33 ERA. George Kirby on the mound, 12-3 with a 1.67 ERA. Who threw? Chris Bassett. Chris Bassett nearly threw a perfect game against us. Great. Excellent. That's not what I want to see. Seattle, their team store got in a little bit of hot water the other day because they had a bunch of Toronto Blue Jays gear. Because a lot of people from Canada descend down to watch the Blue Jays play in Seattle. And they were oh, it's just because of the All-Star game. And it's I don't think so. I think you're trying to make money off of all the travelers. Oh, wait, hold on. Alternate one, you know what we're working with. T-Mobile Park, open, overcast. Yeah, it was Paul Sewald and J.P. Crawford were upset with it. So we are, unfortunately, we're gonna pull him. We're not gonna have maybe the best lineup today. Do I have anyone that can play? Oh, did they send? Oh, okay. So we'll have to tinker with, let's see. Whoops. Ty France at third, and then we'll put Dylan Moore. Oh, this lineup. Oh, you know who we could use, actually? We could actually use Sam Huff today. If we really wanted to. Maybe. And then maybe, do we DH Crawford, or not Crawford, do we DH Julio Rodriguez again today? Or do I just sub him out? Get myself... Maybe do that, and then Trammell out in center. These really long stretches of games they just wreak havoc on me mentally. I just don't know what to do. So Mateo and Moore. We have 3 righties or 3 lefties. We could put Trammell there and then go France. We'll flip. Yeah, we'll flip those 2 and then Raleigh bats in the 9 spot. I guess. Ooh, boy. This lineup does not feel great. Doesn't feel great. But we'll work with it. This winning streak that currently is at 20 games very easily could be much shorter. It could be... Honestly, we could probably be on a 3-game losing streak at the moment with how poor everything's been going for us. How poorly everything's been going for us.
With us. The start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show.
Friday evening.
It's the Toronto Blue Jays.
Taylor Swift will be in Seattle tomorrow, which I think is such a big event that the Seattle Mariners had to alter what time they start their game on Saturday.
Today, Chris.
No one's really sure how much a manager impacts wins and losses over the course of the season, but I'll say right now, this manager has been making all the right moves.
So almost ready to get underway.
There was a tweet about all the stuff going on in Seattle this week. It's just like event after event after event after event. Like, oh my god. 19 starts, 12-3 record for George Kirby, a 1.67 ERA, 118.1 innings pitched. He's given up 104 hits, 12 walks, under 1 on the whip, and I believe over 100 strikeouts, which is pretty good. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Here we go. We didn't even get back up to pitching legend difficulty, or legend plus, I should say.
We're underway from Seattle.
Kirby does have that slider that I do enjoy using. That's a nice strike right there. We saw some pretty heinous strike zones throughout that Minnesota series.
Gets under it and pops it up.
Colton.
And it drops in.
The hell?
So a man on base
he didn't even make an animation at that? All right. See, okay, so we've had a couple of those scenarios. I think it's cleaned up from last year a little bit, but I don't understand. I'm a little confused as to why that was Colton Wong's ball. It could be the location where the... No, I mean, Hernandez was like right there. I was wondering, because if he was shifted over here, I think you can totally understand it. But he's over here in a reasonable spot. Not the best jump on it, but I think Teoscar can get there. A tad bit better of a route, and you can see Colton Wong just not even make a move at it. Obviously not his fault. The game just didn't decide to give him the animation.
There's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there.
Still top 5. I can't believe that. ERA leaders 5. Top 5 for Mariners. Is it the Baja Blast? Is the Baja Blast the bad luck?
Right side could be 2. On a second, they get 1.
Ooh, oh, 97 speed. Okay, all right. There's a very slow developing play there. We'll have to keep an eye out here. We'll go high with a fastball. 97 speed, 51 steal.
Pick 2016, and a kid who comes from pretty good baseball family. His dad Dante played for California, Milwaukee, Colorado, Cincinnati, and Boston over 14 big league seasons, and Dante could swing it.
Yeah, and you just get the sense in watching Bo that this guy, all he wants to do is win. A gamer, goes hard, and wants to lead that ball club.
We got a gamer?
Pickoff throw, and he's back in easily. Kirby, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a cutter, a sinker, and he works in a slider.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Late on the slider.
The 0-2. Broken bat, and it's popped up. And there's 2 down.
Yeah, no way to double him up there. But I'll take the broken bat, little pop there. No problem. Now I'm not super worried about him getting that steal.
In the American League in batting average this year. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bernard off of first with 2 away. That misses the zone, and the count.
A little anxious, a little aggressive. I wasn't too worried about it, but it was still kind of in the back of my head.
You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
2-1 now. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Ooh, that fastball did not look good. Eee. Way up in the zone. That's a bad slider as well.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Kicks and deals. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
What have I not thrown here? I haven't thrown a sinker. I guess I can just kind of empty the tank on him.
On the ground to third.
Good thing I did. I didn't even think about going to second. It's a good thing I didn't, because he was there by the time I had even looked to see where he was. He was there.
No score. Major League Baseball is on.
Give up the hit. They get out of a double play thanks to top speed. We're able to wiggle out of it. And it's not really that much of a pressure situation. Chris Bassett absolutely destroyed us last time we saw him. 6-5, 19 starts, 3.33 average or ERA, 119 innings, a 1.25 whip, 76 to 26 strikeouts to walks.
They could move through a ball game and
sinker and four seam at 95, a cutter at 91, a 12-6 at 74, and a slider at 79.
Jorge Mateo, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
And it's going to continue to not get any easier for the Mariners, as we are going to go to Minnesota after this 3-game set.
Next offering misses, and that's ball two. And there's a strike.
That's fine. I'm going to guess that we're going to be looking a lot low in the zone.
That's in there, and it's 2-2.
Really? Doubled up on the spot and the pitch? Unexpected. Tripled up on the pitch and spot. My goodness.
And delivers outside.
Just late on it. Probably could have poked one in there. Maybe tried to stretch it into a double with 99 speed.
Oh, no. The ladder struck him out.
Oh, it wasn't even close.
Back into the dugout, because even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. And this is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count up as early as possible. So gave the guys behind.
I was worried it was a sinker that was going to drop instead of a cutter. I mean, it's a good thing it was a cutter because it was good timing. Otherwise, I would have been really late on it.
Offering is in for a strike.
He's leaving the sinker elevated, and I don't trust it.
And a swing and a miss.
Late, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Into center.
It's a little out of the zone.
Sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, the center fielder, Taylor.
Here's Taylor Trammell. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
That was good location. I was a little under. I can't believe how consistently late I've been on this stuff. This isn't even that fast.
And the right-hander deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Kicks and fires.
That's outside. 15 pitches is pretty good. I know we're not doing a whole lot offensively, but pushing this pitch count up is helpful.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
He's really only been using the 4-seam and the sinker. We saw the one cutter that was way up in the zone.
Good eye on that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Man.
Teoscar Hernandez.
There's that 69 to 74 on that 12-6 curve. Gross.
And he walked him.
And you could see how slow it was.
It
just felt like it crawled.
He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Bogey found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swings and misses.
Late.
Strike 1.
I mean, just not seeing it at all.
Swing and a miss
Late
as he
again.
was late that time.
Jeez
Quickly in an 0-2 count,
Louise.
You've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Next one misses. 1-2 to count.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Next offering is down low. And the count is 2-2.
It's a good take.
And now it's filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. One left for Seattle. We played an inning. No score. Back at T-Mobile Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, George Springer. The wind to kick the pitch. And that's in for a strike. George Springer, a Connecticut native, in fact played his college ball at UConn. First round pick by the Astros in 2011, and he helped lead the Astros to the World Series in 2017. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, just a tremendous athlete, and his signing was the turning point in the Houston Astros organization to become a winning franchise.
Damn, and that
you
wasn't
look at
even
that
that
magazine
curveball.
cover
Might have
back
been
in 2014, predicting the Astros to win the World Series in 2017, and it came true.
The punch out there.
Got him looking. Okay.
There's one
All
down.
right.
Well,
All
big
right.
power guy right there, and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Up to the plate, it's Brandon Belt.
Ooh, that's a
Next
bad sinker.
offering,
That is a
foul off to the
bad
right
sinker.
out of play.
Damn.
And there's a foul ball.
It's a fastball that's a little elevated in the zone as well. Ooh. Please stop.
That just
Oh,
misses.
come on. Get that curveball in there, my
He's not
man.
afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike.
There
if he
we go.
swings or not.
It's a nice little
Goes
cutter there on
down
the edge.
looking.
It wasn't great location. I don't think any of those 4 pitches were good
Alejandro
location.
Kirk next up for the Blue Jays.
That's not great.
And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. That's towards center. Trammell.
Nice grab
makes
by
the play,
Trammell.
and that'll do it.
And
1,
a
2,
much
3, go the Blue
cleaner
Jays.
inning there.
Moving on to the
More
bottom of the
efficient inning
second.
at least
No score.
for the Mariners defensively. Now, offensively, let's see if he can dial it in here. We don't want to get too wild
And
swinging.
welcome
He's been
back.
throwing
Ready
a lot
to
of
go
balls.
for the last half of the inning. Now
Let's
the
see
third
if we
baseman,
can.
Ty France.
I mean,
Massive
24 to
back
double
door.
that. I don't know if that's really like
And takes
possible
off
for me,
1.
because we were helped with the walk.
And another ball.
But those are some good takes right there.
Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like the pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
Just off the outside edge. And now 3-0. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever. Fergalicious.
And that's ball 4.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
Colton Wong
Well, the good news is he's not
stands
throwing
in
a
now
perfect
and
game
reaches
against us.
strike 1.
No hitter still in play.
That one's in there.
Okay.
And it's 0-2.
All right.
Runner at first with no outs here.
That's a good take right there. That's a good take. Feels like an extra good take because I am pretty susceptible to swinging out of the zone. Okay. There we go.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing. That high fastball, you have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
That one not close. Ball 2.
Ooh. Lucky to get a piece of it late on it. Gotta let it go though.
Righty delivers. Good job to fight that one off.
I need more of those mistake pitches that, like, even if I'm late on them, they're more in the zone because it kind of gets that swing mentality out of my head. There we go. Should have been a walk. Should have been a walk already. That's all right. That's all right.
Base hit.
That was a 12-6 curve.
Throw back in quickly.
Okay.
First and second now with nobody out.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
I thought that if I believe it's Vlad Guerrero Jr. over on first, if he gets that, it's a double play.
Ball 1 low.
That's the ball.
And here it comes. Pitch is in there. And the count 1-1. France over at second. Wong on at first with nobody out.
Oh, that was it.
Fouled off.
Just way too late on it. We might have enough power to just get it into right field. The thing is, I don't know if it would score France. It's a good foul ball.
Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
The next offering misses. It's 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Ooh, that was a sinker. All right. I'm guessing late on that. Yeah. I was thinking 12-6 curve. No! Oh, I've been so good at avoiding it. Oh, a little too much in the auto swing department.
Yourself out of an extended
Shoot.
One that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And the 1-0. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
We have actually been able to double his pitch count. 48 pitches already through 1 1/3.
The 1-2.
No, Sean. God. All of a sudden, that sinker way inside is giving me trouble.
Next for the Mariners.
Oh, no. Worst part is it's too late. It's not even like it's a competitive pitch. I'm so late on all of this stuff.
The pitch.
Oh, Sean, gotta let that one go.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Next
That's
offering
outside.
misses.
That's outside.
Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
No score here in the second. Got him swinging. That's the third out. Inning over. Mariners leave a couple. We'll move to the third with no score. Back in
Impatience
Seattle,
is definitely getting the best of me.
Here's the left fielder, Dalton
Absolutely
Varsho.
getting the best of me on the
Kirby
offensive
back to
side.
work.
Having to just sit there and take and take and take pitches. Fucking
5 feet 10 inches in the 8th spot.
Man, that is a huge wasted opportunity. Especially with how bad I've been offensively. I mean, it makes sense because I've been playing so poorly, but
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Left-hand batter waits. Stays alive.
That's a huge. Damn it. Those are two really bad outs with Pollock and Raleigh.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and one gone.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact.
Both of them well off the plate,
zone, that tells me they
inside to both arms. Fuck.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate.
Pretty gross pitch distribution there, if I'm being honest with you.
Chapman gets a piece there.
All of those were very hittable balls. Just a good good pitch selection on that last one to get up with the speed. Or change up speed.
And there's the strike. Top of the third, no score. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Merrifield in now, takes ball one off the plate. They say it went.
1-1.
That was a terrible sinker. I'm surprised it was that bad.
The wind of the pitch. And 1-2.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Ground ball left side over to first. That's out number 3.
Okay.
Down in order go the Blue Jays, and we're still knotted at 0. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Jorge Mateo. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Right side, Springer drifts towards it.
Damn it.
And makes the grab. 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the
Try not to give him a free inning here. It's pretty okay contact. I mean, we're off the end of the bat a little bit, but
first pitch just
mercifully it was in the zone. Hoping that you can slice it a little further away from him.
Most people at that position.
Pick up a double,
just really
maybe.
Impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step, and that's why he makes so many great plays.
Cuts on it, misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So digging in, Taylor Trammell worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That one's in there. Strike 1. Left-hand hitter waits.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
that is a pitch you gotta crush. It's just so late. Oh, what a disastrous miss that is.
Mariners are down in order.
Man.
Still no score.
Man, oh man, oh man. That is a dead center fastball.
Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Winton Bernard. Ground ball right side. Whips it to Moore.
Now I do need to not bail them out with easy innings repeatedly. It's a decent piece of contact with Mateo. Like I'm okay with it. It's a big miss with Trammell, which kind of bailed him out a little bit. But got to settle down a little bit. Dylan Moore's at bat was not good. These pitches look a lot better, it seems, like coming out of the hand than they like where it ends up.
He's not worried if he gets to an OT count.
Huh, what's going on here? I was in a real good, I felt like I was in a real good rhythm and flow, and I just have not been able to replicate that. Bam. That's out of the zone. Lucky that it's just a swing.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And Machetta's retired. 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And now the 0-1. That clips the corner.
That was a terrible fastball. Or slider, excuse me.
Got him.
I'm looking. All right, that's a good at-bat against Guerrero Jr. We got lucky that he missed that slider that was just over the heart of the plate. Okay. Gave him a bit of an easier inning last time we were up. See if we can try and get back into a little bit more patience here.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Yeah, there's the strike.
Left one over the middle yet again.
A ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. Well, these Mariners just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
The pitch.
Oh, got me at the bottom. Yeah, bottom of the zone. Damn
Just
it.
absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Digging in, Ty France. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside. And a pitch. That to right. And that'll fall.
That'll drop in for a base hit. Late on the sinker, but just under it enough.
It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Colton Wong
took a look at 10 pitches last time. No, Sean.
Foul territory for the catcher. That takes care of Wong.
They look good. I just don't.
AJ
There's a fastball up in the zone.
Went down on strikes his first time through. Down the corner for a strike. 0-1.
I just don't trust him to stay up in the zone like that. I shouldn't have gone for it. I mean, best case scenario, it's a good piece of contact, maybe against a.
Next offering is fouled back.
Against a sinker, maybe.
2 outs. And there's a ball.
1-2.
That one drifts inside. France.
That's a pitch I struck out on with Pollock last time he was up. Was that sinker that was way inside.
Bounce to third. They take the force out, and
sinker
that
again on the
inning.
inside.
Mariners lead 1 through 4, still tied. Zip.
I mean, it was a 2-strike count, so it's a better swing at least. I don't know if it's like an okay swing, but I mean, it's just just brutal at the plate. I don't know. I'm surprised that
shoots a line drive single into right center. So a runner aboard to start.
I'm surprised
the
I've been
inning.
this consistently late on all the fastballs and sinkers. Some of the higher stuff has gotten me in the past,
Only
but
2 hits allowed so far tonight.
I don't know,
Boog,
just,
so I don't think
just
that one
weird.
will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his.
To second, there's one, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. In the first pitch, misses.
If I'm going to miss
for
a
ball
slider, at
one.
least it's outside of the
Alejandro
zone.
Kirk, stocky catcher, an all-star in 2022. This guy can hit.
Yeah, he can, and really just surprised everyone coming onto the scene, doing such a great job.
The throw in time to get him, and that does it for
Had
the
some
inning.
nice, efficient innings.
Halfway through this one,
Which has
still
been
no
good
score.
pitching-wise. I'm not exactly sure what our pitch count is, but it is significantly lower than theirs is. So that's good. Couple of hits for each team. Defense is playing pretty well.
And welcome
We've
back.
struck out
We head to
7
the bottom of
times.
the fifth. Now it's
Yep.
John Murphy.
The designated hitter. John.
And the right-hander back to work. And
That's
that
a
one
bad
lifted
swing.
in the
He's
air
up in
center
the zone
field.
again. It's not where he's going to stay.
Bernard makes the grab, one away. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. His first at bat was a strikeout. And he grounds one to the right side. And that one finds its
Of
way
course, that was
through.
the sinker.
So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the
Okay,
first
take
pitch.
a breath
Got
here.
rolled over on this pitch a little
Relax,
bit.
where I'm
Got
getting
him
too
out of
aggressive.
line
I
to
can
shoot it
feel
through
that
for a
I'm getting
knock,
too
and
aggressive.
You'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Jorge Mateo now. And first offering is
Damn,
foul
cutter.
off.
Okay. Kind of saw what he was trying to do there. He's been more
Raleigh, the
consistently
runner at
in the
first
top
with
of the
one gone to
zone.
the inning. Pitch
That's
misses.
outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just was not anticipating that cutter. Oh, that's a bad swing. Even if it's a strike, I think you got to let it go.
And the righty deals.
It's a good thing I looked low. Might have been a little swing happy there.
And a pop up
Oh,
right
dang.
side, foul territory.
Dang.
He's got it.
And just
there's
when I
2
think
down.
I'm getting like the timing down and trying to figure it out, I slide back into being very late again.
And up next for Seattle, Dylan Moore. There's a strike.
Ooh. Wild that there are, so there's 7 pitchers on them. 6 pitcher, like 3 teams have 2 pitchers on that list, which is kind of wild.
Ball
No!
one there.
No. Thank you, Dylan Moore, for checking that swing.
The 1-1. Popped up.
Under it and late.
Merrifield brings it in, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Seattle. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Kirby back to work. That one fouled off.
Sinker is just
Well,
not
these
dropping.
Jays need to bring up the quality
Ooh.
of their at-bats and
Yeah.
specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not
So
happening for 'em
52
so
pitches
far.
there
Zero
through,
extra base hits in the game.
or 53
so
pitches, I
it's
should
been
say,
tough for 'em to
through
get anything going.
first 5 innings. Pretty good.
And a pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Next pitch is outside.
1-2.
The 1-1 is
That
fouled
drifted
off.
inside in a way that I did not want it to.
Pitch by him as a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Got him on the
Sets him
corner.
down on
Woo,
strikes.
that was a
Hit the
generous
bottom of the
strike.
zone with a curve for strike 3. And here is Matt Chapman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First offering misses the mark.
Slider
Chapman
just
measures
missed.
6 feet even,
Gross.
29 years old, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League.
I do absolutely need to put people up in the bullpen here. Stop farting around here.
One down, base is empty. And that one clips the corner.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
He goes, good fastball, excellent slider. As he's saying that, it's the worst slider I've thrown all day.
A lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
2 down. Whit Merrifield up to the plate. 1 for 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Everything about me just feels
First pitch
slow.
swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones.
Yeah,
where you
bad
gotta make
curveball.
them pay. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
In the air, right field. Hernandez puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. And we still have no score. Bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor Trammell. And the pitch. Inside, just missed. Movement in the bullpen. Yimi Garcia appears to be getting loose.
I am
Simber
surprised that they are
getting loose
leaving
as
this
well.
this pitcher in here. He has no energy. We've done a really good job getting that pitch count way up.
Way
I think the key is that
upstairs,
second inning, right? Like
2-0.
I've driven some pitch counts up in the first inning before. It's rare, but it happens. The problem is, I think more frequently is what happens is when we raise that pitch count up.
Center field.
I should have stayed up in the zone.
Bernard moving
I
under
want
it.
to scream.
1 down.
It's getting so frustrating.
And now Teoscar Hernandez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
When we raise those pitch counts up, too frequently we
there.
give them
That's
very
strike
easy
1.
innings.
Some guys are just
We
more
gave him like
confident
kind of
they
an
can
easy
track that
third,
first
but
pitch out of the hand
for the
of
most
pitcher.
part,
They don't care if they
he's
fall
been
behind
throwing a
early.
lot of pitches.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike.
92 through 5 1/3.
Good eye right there.
Oh, cutter! Goddamn. He's been throwing that cutter, not a lot, but it has been effective when he's thrown it. It's deceptive speed-wise, very deceptive
Line
speed-wise.
drive, base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. It's against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here comes the skipper out of the
This is
dugout,
what I
and
expected.
he's
This is what I
ready to
thought we
make
would
the
see at the
move.
beginning of
That's
the
it
inning.
for
A
Chris
new
Bassett,
pitcher
and it's a
coming
tie
out.
ball game as he heads for the dugout.
He
Back with a new
threw
arm after a quick break.
93, something like that, which is really good. Really good average there. Through 5 1/3.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Tim Mesa.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks.
I
so
think we're
far
going to have a
this season.
lefty-lefty matchup here. Which I guess would kind of explain why they would want to leave him in, go, righty,
Here's the
right.
third
Okay,
baseman,
never mind.
Ty France.
Never mind. Sinker at 96, a slider at 91, a four-seam at 96.
Next pitch is popped up.
I mean,
Such a
come
confidence
on.
boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And that's
That
down and
is-
away.
Oh, that hurts. That's
Multi-gold glove
it's just-
award
it's so
winner,
unnecessarily
a member of
too
the
aggressive.
1000 hit club, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii.
interesting that both pitchers we've seen so far have a fastball and a sinker at the same miles per hour.
In the air, left field.
That unfortunately will be an out.
Varsho
Just
makes the catch, and that'll do it.
I mean, it makes sense. You want to throw, you know, a righty in there,
We go to the top of the seventh.
try and get a couple
Now for the
outs, then bring a
Jays.
lefty for a lefty-lefty, but then it didn't matter.
Shit.
You know what? We are going to go ahead and not really fart around here.
A new arm
It's a tight game. 6 innings is perfectly fine
and this
from
is
him,
appearance
so
number 45.
Now pitching for the Mariners, number 69, Joe Barlow.
I don't trust if that's going to be a strike consistently in that location, but
The pitch. That one missed.
So important for him to control the heart rate right now. He's got to go through the heart of this lineup.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
And now 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to
got
balance 2
him
strikes.
looking.
He goes down.
Got
looking.
him
No,
looking.
just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Kind of a surprising strike call there.
Next pitch misses, and 1-1.
1-1.
That was not the pitch I wanted to throw. Not that pitch. I wanted to throw a 12-6 curve.
At the belt and fires. And that one missing low.
Thought about it. Forgot that the slider is the A button. Too aggressive. Too excited. Settle down. Settle down.
2-2 now. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And he dropped it.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Got him. That's out.
Got him
number
to
2.
go around.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there.
You can expect this hitter to be looking
That
for
was a
something
ball?
on a tee.
That was a
Get up in the
friggin'
air
ball?
and
Are
untie this
you
ball game.
kidding me?
That's in there. And that's strike 1.
1-1.
And that's in the dirt.
Oh my god.
Right-handed reliever. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Hernandez quickly throws it in. And now a runner moves
That
into
really
scoring
died out
position
there.
as we look for the first run of the ball game.
That's a
So man aboard, Brandon Bell.
That's a
next up for the
frustrating
Blue
hit.
Jays. Hit slowly on the ground. Wong in plenty of time to first. And they get Belt for the out. Third out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
How the hell do I have 4 hits in this game? That is like kind of an unbelievable number, honestly.
Set for the last half of the 7th.
Leading up
And
for
now
the
for Seattle, A.J.
The
Pollock.
left fielder, A.J. Pollock.
The pitch. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And ball one.
We're getting kind of close to dropping another difficulty level. I am ice cold from the batter's box today.
The next pitch misses.
Actually, the last couple of series, I think it's just we're playing better teams. These pitchers haven't been as predictable.
And another ball.
We were able to get on the one guy for Minnesota, but even then it was like a lot of it was 2-out damage in that second inning. And of course I bail him out with a 3-1 count.
Bichette whips it to
Jesus
first.
Christ.
And they get the leadoff hitter in
That's,
the
I mean, that's just bad. All of that's
Here's
just
Murphy
bad.
now. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Bounce to the right side. Sends it to first.
Oh, no.
And a couple of quick outs.
Oh, no.
The catcher.
Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Little too many, little too much swing in here.
Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run
Bailed
is
me
aboard.
out of that.
Well, it's safe to say
Holy
he won't be getting
shit,
invited
did he
to the
bail me
charity
out of
golf
that.
tournament this offseason.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. And now Jorge Mateo. That hits the dirt.
I mean, those were two not great swings on those sinkers. We're going to need something real deep or perhaps out of the yard to get Raleigh home. That's a bad swing, I'm sure, late.
Get yourself into scoring position.
So now
Ooh,
1 and 2.
slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And now it's even up. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
It was so far up in the zone. I mean, that was a slider in that spot.
Ready to begin the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Alejandro Kirk. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Tosses to first. First out in the top.
We're going to leave him in here. Just neither offense able to break through.
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Compliment to my defense and an insult to the offense.
That hits the dirt. 1-0. And there's a strike on the outside.
That one really sailed.
Here's a 1-1. And fouled off.
That one wasn't a great location either.
2-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive.
So we go two-seam low and away.
In the air, left field, down the line.
Almost a
Squeezes
disaster,
it.
but we're able to figure it out.
And here is
Not enough on it. I mean, that was out of the... God, that was a fucking... That was a golf
pitch, and
swing.
that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Damn it.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Jimmy Garcia gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Oh, good. Excellent. This is what's going to go well for me is when they bring in a dude with a .4 ERA. Well, we'll see you in the top of the ninth. Walk-off maybe coming up later.
And And stepping in for the Mariners,
Leading
Dylan
off for the
Moore.
Mariners, the first baseman, Dylan.
97 on a fastball, 92 on a slider. Slurve at 84, sinker at 96, circle change at 90.
Good eye right
Gives him a
there.
slider right off the bat. Not expecting that at all.
And downstairs.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That's a little bit low. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Up the middle.
Bailed them
In plenty
out.
of time to first, and that's one away.
Damn.
The leadoff man
He
is
finally
out
gave
in
me
the
what I was
eighth.
looking for. It was just a little
Taylor
lower in the
Trammell
zone.
Up next for the Mariners. Up the middle. To first, and he beats it.
Slow down. Settle down.
Now batting, right fielder, Teoscar.
I'm going to guess it was a slider. What is he? Center field?
Substitution being
Yeah,
made
we're
at
bringing
first.
in Julio.
And here's the pinch runner, Julio Rodriguez.
Number 44.
One down. So now it's the Mariner cleanup.
Oh, it was a
hitter,
four-seam
Teoscar
fastball. It was good
Hernandez.
timing. Just
Really nice
Okay.
swing in his
A
last
little lower in the
at-bat.
zone.
Shot a line drive into center field.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close. That's in there. Strike one.
oh, there's something up in the fucking zone. God damn it.
Kicks and deals.
God.
With two
Fuck
strikes,
you.
may see some movement over
Fuck.
there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
The old strike him out, throw him out to end the inning, trying to force some action on offense, but he was all over it behind the plate.
Now into the game, Julio Rodriguez. He'll be patrolling center
Now
field.
playing center field. Number 44.
Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Whit Merrifield.
I'm just so fucking tired of this. Fuck. What happened on that? Jesus. I mean, is that going to be a strike? Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's...
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Matt Brash. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Now
I'm so
number 47.
fucking irritated with myself. And I've been trying to do a better job today, at least, of like maybe not being such an obnoxious person about it. But I mean, that situation is just so bad. And I gave Rodriguez such a bad jump on it. And I mean, there's no reason for me to be trying to steal bases. I don't do it. I don't understand it. But it throws everything off for me, and I probably shouldn't be doing it with two strikes. Mainly because you look at it and you just go like, you have to focus on the pitch, which you haven't been hitting anyway. It was a terrible decision
And
and
here it comes.
awful swing. I mean, because you're looking at like the difference between the inning ending with a strike him out, throw him out, double play, and you're talking about a potential like one on, one out. That's the fucking difference, and I just refuse to not make stupid decisions.
The wind and the pitch. Outside corner,
beautiful slider
he
right there.
can't believe it.
Chef's
Well, this
kiss.
is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Winton Bernard next up for the Blue Jays. In there, and it's 0-1.
Thought that was going to sail inside. Just
bases.
rode that line. Got the strike call. Feels good.
And he bunts,
Oh.
but that's a foul ball.
Oh, shit. Okay. He's real quick, right?
Yeah, the right-hander deals. Got him looking. That's
Wow.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top
Ooh,
two
that was
guys
how we
in the
won the
lineup,
game
you
yesterday
started
against the
gotta be feeling
Minnesota
pretty good out
Twins.
there
It
on
was
the
a
mound, because when you
pitch
think
on the
of
outside.
just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter. Any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Bichette stands in with 2
Won
away
it right,
as he
weirdly.
takes a ball. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. And a 1-1. And that's a base hit. So
Why?
it's not keep
Really?
standing alive.
That's frustrating. That's really frustrating.
Well, he keeps the hitting streak going with that 9th inning knock right there, coming through under pressure, and not the ideal way to get the job done, Boog, but it works.
You know, only once during DiMaggio's famous hitting streak did he wait till the 9th inning to extend it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is get that thing out of the way early. No doubt about it. You can move on with the game. Otherwise, you start gripping the bat a little tighter as the game progresses towards the end.
That was an awful, awful slider. That probably should have been crushed.
As it begins in this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a miss.
Would have loved to have ended a hitting streak by Bo Bichette, but doesn't cost us anything, which is nice.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Bottom 9, and now for Seattle, Ty France. Garcia back to work. Swing and a miss.
Slurve. Okay.
Meanwhile,
Wow.
activity in the bullpen.
All right.
Eric Swanson, the closer, is getting loose. Here comes the 0-1. That clips a corner. Got him. One gone here. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean,
there's
ready
no.
to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this
I
one.
barely tapped it.
Bounced up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. And the winning run is aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just
That was a power swing. I am
those
so
are the ones you
irritated
dream
playing
about.
these games
Runs in that
lately.
cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right
I know
down
we're
the
playing
middle,
better
high
teams, but I
velocity, right on top
frankly
of it.
expect
Here in the bottom of the
a
ninth
little
left.
better.
And up next for Seattle.
We don't have to have a
A.J.
20-game
Pollock.
winning streak if we're scoring 1 run per
And a
freaking
good
game.
fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Here comes a pitch. There's a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the
God
count. I think you
damn
gotta choke
it.
up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
0-2 now. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Varsho on the move. Snags it on the run. And there's 2 away.
Changed to a contact swing there. So. I mean, do I just sell out to the low part of the zone here?
He swings and misses at the
I
first
did,
pitch.
and he threw a pitch that countered what I was trying to do.
On the first pitch, it was going to sell out to it. Didn't make any contact though.
Next one misses, and the count is 1-1. Just missed. 2 outs, but the winning run is at first. Off the plate inside, 3 balls and a strike.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
This one popped up. Merrifield in pursuit. Tracks it down for the out. And that'll do it.
He thought he was going to be able to do more with that pitch. A run-scoring opportunity, but a weak pop-up. He'll be frustrated as he heads back to the dugout.
What a scream! He threw the fucking slider up in the zone, you fucking asshole! God damn it! Alright, I'm going to take a quick minute. I do need to use the restroom, so we'll be back with more Mariners baseball right after this. Almost forgot to pause the video on that one. I got up to walk away and I was like, oh shoot, didn't pause it. Did not pause that video. So technically this is already going better than any of the games that we have played against Toronto so far. But the pitching, or the offense has just been completely stifled. And I talked about it a little bit earlier, and I understand that we're playing better teams, but I've just been so consistently late, and I don't really feel competitive on the offensive end. And I think that it's 5 games in a row now, and we still have 5 more. Like, we have 3 more games against Minnesota and 2 more against Toronto after this. That's a really bad slider. Maybe one of the most frustrating things about the pinpoint pitching is like 97%, really perfect all the way around. And it's like, just missed a ball. They're dead center for a strike. What? Okay, hold on. Let's pinpoint
the DH
in the corner.
Infield shifted to the pull side. And a foul ball.
Got a little swing out of him on that one.
All tied up here in extra innings. Off the mark there.
Curveball just drifted inside. Looked like it was going to be a really good pitch. I was hoping for that swing and miss stuff, but that one drifted inside. Got a little anxious on that one, if I'm being honest. You can try another circle change on the outside. Might be.
Swing and a miss.
It was at least.
They haven't scored yet in this
At least he
game,
missed it.
That swing,
not exactly the location I want with that.
That's the way guys go about their business today.
Way better right there. A little more of the plate than I want in that pitch, but he froze him with the location or speed, perhaps just a pitch he wasn't looking for. Either way, you know. That pitch, that location.
Keep this streak going.
Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I've been in such a good flow.
All tied up, and here in extra innings. Pitch is in there. And the count even at 1.
That's a perfect pitch, and it's that. Please, no.
That clips the corner. Ground ball up the middle.
That was a really bad fastball.
Long to first. And that's the 3rd out.
All right. Not a lot of hits in this game. I mean, defense and pitching has been pretty good. We've gotten some very generous calls to get outs. throughout this game. The strike zone hasn't been quite as bad as it has been in previous games. And hopefully maybe take advantage of Simbar here. Adam Simbar. 3-4 in 46 games. 4.37 ERA, 46-10 strikeouts to walk ratios. Lefties and righties batting fairly even.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Slider at 80, four-seam at 89, sinker at 89. This might be the perfect guy to just demolish.
Good eye right
no,
there.
It's not. Gross. He has a terrible... Oh, God. I'm going to guess most stuff's going to be fairly low.
Simber is ready. And it's even up.
Shit.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Great. 86 on a fucking four-seam fastball and late.
In the air, right field.
Is that going to go?
Springer
Is that going to go?
going back
Is that
on
going to
this
go?
one.
Is that going to go?
Backs him
Is that...
up.
No.
Hauls
Jesus
it
Christ.
in on the
Jesus
warning
fucking
track.
Christ. God fucking...
Man,
Are
I
you
love that
serious?
ball.
That couldn't get out?
Was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around and made a nice catch.
Mateo swings through it for strike
How
one.
was that not a
Movement in the
home run?
Blue Jays bullpen. Eric Swanson up and throwing. Way out front for strike two.
Real ugly 0-1 swing right there. As a pitcher, got to be hunting for that strikeout. Keep him off balance. Send him back to the dugout.
The pitch. Gonna count 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And now the count is even.
Still early. Okay. Okay. All right. I mean, fouled it off, so that's fine.
And a
Oh, he got
swing
me
and
with
a
the
miss.
slider.
That's
Damn
the
it.
second out.
And there's another strikeout.
I mean, it's
Those are
just
continuing to pile
his
up.
arm
His
angle
confidence
is
level has got to
one
be
of the
dropping.
grossest
He's gotta
things
find a
I've
way to
ever
make an
seen. I
adjustment, get back
fucking
on track. His team
hate
needs
it.
him.
4. Now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
It's only 87 miles an hour. It's 87 miles an hour, and I'm late.
And he's down 0-2.
I'm sure I'm
as he
early on the
swings through.
slider.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. That a curve drops in for a
No
strike.
ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Away to kick the pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And now 1 away. Here's Matt Chapman.
For the Blue Jays, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
First pitch, and he just
come on.
misses.
Come on.
And there's a ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
I can't believe
All
Raleigh's
tied up.
hit to
We
knock
are
it
in
out
the
of the
11th.
ballpark. Like, he has so much power,
Next offering misses.
and I just,
They're now 3-1.
it's just the
Whit
ballpark held me.
Merrifield on deck for the Blue Jays. Jet swing. Now a look down to first. And he won around. Just enough that time. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. up next. Whit Merrifield. Into center and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
I paused and I looked at it, and I didn't switch the pitcher.
That's about as textbook
I
as it gets.
hold on. Okay. Making sure I had the right guy.
Got his stride and load.
I don't want to bring in the guy that I literally just put up.
That ball and screwed it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Penn Murphy on to pitch here. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him.
I mean, he
once again.
pitched a couple of good innings there, so it's I'm not mad at it by any stretch of the imagination. It's what I'm annoyed with is myself, you know, just not making the correct decision at the right time. I looked at it, was like, oof, I should probably pull him.
And a miss. It's 0-1.
Didn't, and now I put myself in a situation where
possible go-ahead run at first.
Anything too disastrous here could put us in a position to lose this game.
That one just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Wow.
This to third. France whips it to first on the run. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
So the inning should be
He
over.
doesn't care how he does it. He
The
just wants to get
inning
on base.
should be
And when
over.
he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
I didn't think I had much of a
Merrifield
shot
at
at
second.
first base
Bernard
either,
at first, two
or
out
at
in the
second,
inning.
excuse me.
That one lifted to left. Pollock has this one sized up. Makes the catch. And that is that.
A little lucky on that one. That inning should have ended with that with a third strike call.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Julio Rodriguez. His split numbers between June and July there. Here the right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
And it's 1-1. Next offering is outside.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but
Yeah, the only
more
swing I had
likely
was at a
there's some
pitch at
base
least in the
hits.
zone.
So
That's
very
good
important to
news.
be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Swing and a
And
miss.
too late on
Two
that.
balls, 2 strikes.
I'm sure it has far less to do with it being 88 miles an hour and more with it just being
Hacks and
a
misses.
10 mile an
It's
hour
a
difference
strikeout.
between.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Swing and a miss. And a count.
I cannot get a
1-1.
piece of contact against this guy.
And he deals. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. Next offering misses down and away. And that's downstairs and outside. That one the other way. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Springer returns it to the infield. Runner holds it second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good.
Hernandez has been really solid for me, especially with some of these late timings I've had on the swings. Just able to drive it, or at least get it to a point where we can do something with it.
Runner at second. Now at the plate, Ty France. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Man at second. Bounce to the left side. And it goes just foul.
Damn it. Just too early on that. I don't think if it's better timing, that might be more luck. Stop, Sean. No.
And missed at a pitch upstairs. The winning run on second base. Line drive, that's a base hit. Hernandez rounds third, headed for the plate. Across is the winning run, and the Mariners walk it off in the 11th.
It's another miserable ending. Another miserable game, but with a terrific end. Able to pull off a one-run victory. He left just enough pitches, which is like 2. To be able to slice it in there. I was sending him the whole way. I was not dealing with this motherfucker anymore. Oh, God. His pitch arm angle is terrible. They threw 27 pitches. The Mariners win one against the Toronto Blue Jays. Defense and pitching, again, pretty fantastic. We did get a little lucky. Guerrero Jr., I think, missed probably a pretty... would have been a no-doubt home run, but thankfully the pitch selection threw off his timing. And we were able to get out of some jams, and especially the top of the 11th. The top of the 11th is where it's like, hey, they got a hit, and he ran 97 speed down the line and got there before, he was safe. After what should have been strike 3 should have been called, so the inning should have been over, but with 2 outs to get a base hit. Got out of that whole jam. We did get a bunch of beneficial calls, especially from our pitching side. With some strikeouts and stuff like that. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. We win a game. We win by 1. We're probably playing more competitive baseball than I'm giving myself credit for, but when we're getting 8 hits in 11 innings and so many of there's terrible strikeouts because I'm way too far ahead, or I feel I'm consistently late on the fastballs, missing those. It's late and under and early and on top of, and it's just that stuff it drives me nuts. We almost ended Bo Bichette's hit streak, which would have been nice. But he got a hit in the 9th inning. But a good job. I mean, again, defensively, playing pretty fantastic. The pitchings got a little... There were some pitches that I did not want in the spots that they were in. But, hey, that's how it goes, I guess. It's another one of those tough games that we were able to win. A 1-0 walk-off victory. We won a 2-1 victory against Minnesota a couple days ago. So we're getting these tight wins. It's maybe not the best strategy, but it's a strategy. George Kirby is your player of the game. He struck out 6 in 6 innings. He gave up 3 hits, 6 walks, no walks, no earned. Penn Murphy gets the win. He pitched 0.1 inning, gave up a hit, struck out nobody, walked nobody, no earned runs. Adam Simber, he gets the loss. He pitched 1.1 innings, gave up 2 hits, struck out 3, no walks, the 1 earned run. And neither of those hits were good contact. Both of them were on the late side. I know that Hernandez's was technically in the good range, but it was definitely on the late side of good. And I don't know exactly what France's hit timing was, but I'm gonna guess it was late. Just enough power to get it over in just enough angle to get it like past a reaching second baseman and enough speed on second to get around and get home. So 1-0. We have not been scoring a whole lot of runs in these last few games. We had a weird 8-1 victory. We scored 5 of those runs in like the second inning on a pitcher that I was seeing what they were doing pretty well. Since then, it has been a struggle, an absolute struggle to get runs across, to get these victories. We are winning though. We have bumped this win streak out to 21 games, which is pretty wild. It's I mean, it feels good obviously to win a bunch of games in a row. That's awesome. It should feel better to get some of these wins, especially against Toronto, who had their way with us in Toronto and just swept us nearly through a perfect game with that pitcher. But it's been a little frustrating. It's just the way it's kind of gone about it. You know, we're playing so well on one side. I'd like to play a little better and not have it be such a stressful thing for the entirety of the game. Would be nice. But we're doing it. We're winning the games and we're playing well, I guess. I don't know that we're playing well. We're 77-20 after 21 straight wins. Jose Barrios, I think so. I think that's it. He's 5-7 with a 3.74 ERA, taking on Logan Gilbert 10-2 with a 2.35 ERA. As the Mariners and Blue Jays continue their 3-game set through the weekend here. Taylor Swift is in Seattle right now, or for this game, and they bumped it to a 1:10 start time, which I think is interesting. I wonder if that's in the game. Yeah, it says 1:10 and 1:10. Interesting. Because you can't have 40,000 people at T-Mobile Park and then immediately across the street have at least 40,000 people going to see Taylor Swift. That's just not how that works. So you had to bump it up to 1:10. You make way for Taylor Swift, all right? There are 80 other games that you can go to a Mariners game throughout the year. If Taylor Swift's coming, you just get the fuck out of the way. All right? All right. Hey, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. We'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time with more baseball right here on the channel. So, you know, make sure that you're here for it, and we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Good sports. Go Mariners. Hopefully you enjoyed today's Misery Fest.